Hello there, my darlings. Are you happy to see me? Well, I am delighted to see every single one of you. Aren't you just the most wonderful, clever, special cats ever? Yes, you are. All of you. You're so smart and majestically handsome. And stunningly beautiful, if you prefer. You are all the most amazing kitties a Faerie King could ever hope for. I am so lucky to have all of you, the finest inhabitants of my desert kingdom. And not just because you're the only inhabitants I have. Even if the desert were teeming with summer fae, you would still be the best. Because you are smart and creative, and the most wonderful company in all the fairy realms. Anyone who says otherwise, anyone who dares to disrespect you, well, they would deserve whatever happens to them, right? Oh, has the keeper of the bonfire been unkind to you again? That autumn rapscallion! He didn't set his queen's wolves on you, did he? Good. Good. I'm glad he didn't, because if he had used her dogs, we would be having words, me and her. Monarch to monarch, summer to autumn. She can keep her pups and her hunt, but my darlings are not her prey. Not ever. Not unless she wants war. Well, if it wasn't the wolves, what has he done then? Chasing you away from cozy napping spots and yelling at you for taking some of his delicious treats. How dare he? What are his food stores for, if not for sharing with good companions? And who could be better company than a group of amazing felines? We'll have to show him how wrong he is and make him apologize. Oh, let's see. Oh, I know! Slip something into his stew pot. See how he likes that. Oh, no! Not poison. Of course not. What do you take me for? A deceitful trickster? Not that I have anything against tricksters. If you're listening, wonderful group of fae. Everyone always says so. No, we don't want to harm him, even if he has been very rude to the most wonderful kitties in existence. How could he apologize for his transgressions if he's been poisoned? No. We just want something that will make him sleep, so we can enchant him a bit and make him see the error of his ways. Maybe we can grow some lovely whiskers on his dull face so he'll be able to share in and fully appreciate the magnificence of being a cat. Surely that would help him understand how wrong it is to keep delicious treats away from hungry kitties. No, you're right. He'd never let me near his stew pot. We'll need to enlist assistance. Maybe from a stealthy changeling who can sneak in close to the bonfire without him noticing. You don't think a changeling would be brave or quiet enough to accomplish that? Oh, now, I'm sure we could find one. Any changeling who would eavesdrop on a king in his own domain is surely bold enough to creep into the autumn fire circle and the shadows of woodland twilight are much easier to hide in than the bright desert noon. But Where would we find a changeling like that? One willing to sneak around and listen to conversations not meant for mortal ears. I know you're there. I always know when you're there. You know that. Why, the cats tell me, of course. You can't hide from a cat. They're very clever, you know. Aren't you? Yes, you are. You're so smart. I know you heard our brilliant plan to teach that autumn hooligan a justly deserved lesson about proper respect for my splendiferous cats. He needs to learn better manners and stop withholding treats from my precious subjects. You and your sneaky eavesdropping ways are just what we need to bring him that enlightenment. So, what do you say, Changeling? Are you in?
What are you doing? Don't lie to me, Changeling. I saw you pour something into the stew. Summer put you up to this, didn't he? Don't try to deny it. Stupid mortals flaunting their ability to lie. It must be him. Who else would send you on an errand like this? Why is the Lord of Summer trying to poison the Autumn Court? It wasn't poison. You were just, what, adding some extra flavoring to the stew? Honestly, the Keeper might be every bit as offended by someone messing with his seasoning as someone trying to poison him. Not that I believe that's what you were trying to do. I'll ask you again. What does Summer think he'll gain from an attack on my queen's inner court? If your contribution to the stew was harmless, then surely you won't mind trying some. There you are. A bowl of stew from the autumn bonfire. You should eat it while it's warm. If you came to the bonfire with no ill intent, you wouldn't want to offend my queen's hospitality by refusing an offer of food. Unless you don't want to eat that specific stew for some reason. Oh. You ate it. I didn't think you were actually going to eat it. You don't look so good. Are you all right? Here, let's have you sit down. Right there is fine. You need to... Hey, no, stay awake. You need to tell me what you put in there. It wasn't actually poison, right? This is what you poured in there. It's definitely Summer's work. It smells like... poppies? Oh, it's a sleeping potion, isn't it? Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm not going to have to tell Summer that his favorite changeling got killed under my watch. Not that it would be my fault if you died. If you had poured poison in the stew and then eaten it, that would not be on me. Not that Summer would have seen it that way. Regardless, I'm really glad that you aren't dying. Just very sleepy. Hey, no, that wasn't an invitation to fall asleep. You can't just fall asleep at the bonfire. Nope. You know what we're gonna do instead? We're taking you back to the desert. Summer started this, so Summer can deal with the consequences. Come on, up you get. Or not. That potion really did a number on you, huh? Summer may not think things through, but he definitely makes good potions. It's gonna be pretty hard to get you to the desert if you're not up for walking. What if we try having you... Nope. Or I could carry you. That is a thing that could happen. We are not telling anyone about this, all right? Relax. I've got you. You can rest until we get to the desert. And then you can be Summer's problem.
I know it's been a while, darlings, but you don't need to worry. What could go wrong with such a perfect plan? Hello there. What a pleasant surprise. What brings the lady of the hunt to my humble desert?
I think you know why I'm here.
How could I? Why, I would never presume to know the mind of such an illustrious autumn noble as the leader of the wild hunt. Why are you carrying...
You sent a changeling to poison the autumn court, and you're surprised I'm here with your changeling.
There was no poison involved. What happened?
You don't recognize your own handiwork?
Just sleeping, then? Not...
Of course. I wouldn't hurt your favorite changeling. Not over a harmless prank. It was just a harmless prank, right?
Of course. Completely harmless. Nothing for you and your queen to worry about. She doesn't even need to know anything happened. It was just a tiny little prank between me, the keeper of the bonfire, my cats, and my... well, not my changeling. Changelings are people. They don't belong to anyone.
If they did, this one would be yours. Here. It's your sleeping potion. You can deal with the effects until it wears off. I'm going back to the bonfire to deal with the stew pot. Before my queen finds out, and it does have to become her problem.
Great plan. Everyone's happy when the queens don't have anything to worry about, right?
If you think so, maybe try to give her fewer reasons to worry. Just an idea.
Now that she's gone, let's get you somewhere shady to rest while the potion runs its course. I could try whipping something up to reverse its effects, but that might not go so well. The potion wasn't made for a mortal, so the ingredients I need to counter it, well, it'll be safer to wait it out. You can probably use a good nap anyway. There you are, nice and comfortable. You look cozy enough that I wouldn't be surprised if you're joined by a cat or two. They can rarely resist a good nap. The cats are grateful, by the way. They appreciate you trying to help protect their honor, even if it didn't quite work out the way we planned. They were worried about you earlier, when you didn't come back. The cats were. They were afraid something might have happened to you. Something worse than getting a sip of sleeping potion. They would hate it if you got hurt while doing a favor for them. I doubt they would be able to forgive themselves for it. You're special. To the cats. Ahem. So, rest up, and once the potion clears, you can tell me all about the experience of working with it. Getting a first-hand account will be great. We can learn so much, how quickly the potion mixed into the stew, whether you could see or taste it, how quickly it started taking effect, what the effects felt like, everything. The more you can tell me, the more I'll know how to adjust the recipe for when we make the next dose. We might need a different approach if the Lady of the Hunt is guarding the bonfire so closely. But we'll come up with a plan to make the keeper of the bonfire respect my cats. You'll help us out, right? The cats would be very grateful. Hey, if you've reached this point in the video and have not already subscribed, please take a moment to do so. I really appreciate it.